idea behind this is all using 3 minor chords, okay? Now those minor chords are the following. We have got a Cm7, okay, which consists of C minor, C, E flat and G with a B flat. And then we've got F minor 7 and a G minor 7. Okay, and what we're going to be doing with these is put them together to make a bit of a bluesy improv sort of track. Minor blues, not major, not. But minor. And we're going to be looking at the minor 7th chord in particular, okay? And the one you could hear in the background at the start goes like this. Beautiful chord. Okay, so we're looking at that as well, and some nice little riffs. All right, I'll see you in a bluesy Mindy Mindy Mo. So there's no score, no backing track. It's all about what you want to take from this, okay? Very much improvise, and there's not really anything you can do wrong, but you can do things a bit better, if you see what I mean. So, for example, let's take a look at a nice bass line. I'll play it along with a drum backing track. Come on, tea break. Brew, where's me brew gone? I've got me brew. Bit cold. There's nothing like a nice brew. Just check it out. How good is that? Yeah, it's got birds on it. In the UK, these are bluebirds. Well, they're blue anyway, isn't it? But, so 3 chords, like I said, are Cm7. Beautiful, okay? I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the F minor 7, you're almost in position. You could play it like this. Okay? So you could go like C minor 7. F minor 7. It's quite nice, that. Depends on the stretch between your 2 fingers here. Okay. The other one you could start in the A flat and go A flat, C, E flat, and F there. Okay. G minor 7, I'm gonna like it in root. There's something about the root G minor 7 like very dominant. Okay. It's also cool if there's some alternative chords going in. Also, when you're at the top end of your F sharp, you can bring it back into C minor by putting your crushed note here. So this is the only one that I've mentioned. Okay, and that is basically G7 augmentive. Okay, so G7 with an F. Okay, and we're gonna whack it into an augmentive chord, augmented 5th. Okay, so we're gonna go. Notice I'm not playing G in the right hand, I'm harmonising the bass. Okay. See how it goes really well to the C sharp minor. C sharp minor? Bloody C sharp minor, it's C minor 7. Can't get stuff. Okay, like that, see? That's nice. Or even that. Okay. Okay, so let's have a little go at a bass line. So seeing you in the rinky dinky bass line. So there's 2 bass lines you could actually take from this. You could do it 2 ways, okay? First way, go through the actual chord itself. So 1, 3, 5, and then put the F sharp in, your sharp 4th. Okay? Nice long C root. Notice to come off the G really quickly. Okay, and there I replace the E flat with an F sharp instead, and then I'm going to play the E flat to go down. So like this, look. And you see what I did there? Put the F in. So I'll just show it in both hands up here. that point, you want to put a C-7 in, like a build up. I'll add in the F as well, so it's kind of coming from the F7 chord, but with the B flat and G. And if you get the muscle strength in your fingers, just try and like play the chords really quietly and bring it up. That kind of thing is really cool. Okay, so lots of variations there. The G is going to go something like, and you see what I did there? Bass line went into an A. Okay, so as long as you got the rhythm, you can kind of use the notes out of the scale of like C-7 really. Okay, so it kind of takes you from the blues scale. Minor blues scale really. Okay, let's learn a bit of right hand lick. Okay, not that kind of lick. So here's a lovely little right hand lick you can put together with the bass line. I'll play the right hand lick a little bit and then we can put bass line in together with some drums. Got it? Sorted. Here we go. I would use your chord structure of your C-7, so nothing too difficult, and just play something like this. Just swing your notes. Or you can add more to it. Okay, with the bass line. Okay, now that will take some coordination together. Depends on how much you're used to playing hands together. Okay, but it really is rhythmic. Okay, so what you could do is play the C-7 on the right hand, kind of filling it out with the chord, and occasionally fly around that little melody line as well with your bass line. Okay, let's put some drums on. Come on, get going. Right, here we go. You ready? Good. Here we go. Here we go. Variation. Take it into F. Back to C minor. Walk up to, oh, not walk up in major, walk up in minor. 2, 3, 4. And that lovely G chord. See it there. Okay, so what you can do as well is obviously use your octaves and walk up. Okay, now as you know, blues music kind of is a call and response, and what I'm trying to do is use the bass as the call and the right hand as the response. So when you're playing the chords down, it's like a harmony, and the bass line is going, kind of asking a question. So we're going. So like this, okay. It's quite difficult, especially if you're quite on a beginner level, to be played two independent parts together. A lot of syncopation, and that's not easy, okay. So what about this one then? So you kind of follow your 12-bar blues, but you could then go to your dominant, can't you? Okay. Okay, so you could go. It's beautiful that. So what you could do is play this with the same A flat and F, and match it with the left hand. Subtle movement down to the B flat. Okay, so when you're playing the blues kind of like licks and stuff, you don't have to move around too much. It's not ragtime or some crazy classical piece. You're very subdued down in your chord sequences. And all that is Cm7, but I'm using 2 E flats to emphasise the minor of it. Okay. See what I did there? We've got little movements round the chord shape. And I'd be tempted to go down to E flat minor, D minor, C sharp minor 7. So, and also you can do some chromaticism. I love chromatics. Okay. E flat minor 7. D minor 7. Okay. C sharp minor 7. Masochist. And then down to C sharp minor 7. Good. So, E flat minor 7. Is it minor 7? Yeah. Okay, so E flat minor 7. D flat minor 7. Okay. Like alternative chords, not really in the key, but it kind of sounds cool when you put it with it. Minor third runs. C sharp diminished. Okay. I mean, it's very spooky and cool and bluesy, isn't it? How would you start a piece of music? Because everyone kind of goes, okay, 2, 3, 4, in. But what about an intro? Okay, so let's think about an intro and an interlude. See you in a minute. I have no idea where I get the daft words from. I just need to come out of nowhere. A bit like improvising. Okay, how would I introduce something? Well, you can use a scale run, can't you? You can go down, say, a C-7 scale. Okay, a bit cheesy. Okay, you could do something like a little build up, couldn't you? You could go through the chord in some form of way of like. Okay, even just that little run there. You augment your 4th and down to your 5th. Okay. Okay, that's a nice little thing to do, actually, to be honest. An A flat 7 chord down to a G7. Okay, lovely. By taking it higher again, you know, try C minor 9. Can go to the jazz territory a little bit there on 9th chords. Do that is imitate that. playing around the chord shapes. Okay. So my idea for this video was like, I haven't planned anything. It's all about just kicking some nuggets from what I do and just taking it for yourself and playing about with it. Alright, so I think the only thing now, you know how to do the intro or some form of introduction type of idea, some form of like play about some chords and some little riffs and stuff. How do you end something? Okay, so I would say chromaticism again, big word. Okay, your fifth, go down to your fifth. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so A flat 7. You could be sneaky as well, putting a major on that one. That's that kind of sound. You could run down with a Gm7. So in context, with drums and everything, and then I wish you a good day. Whoa! I can't believe that. My light just went out and said I wish you a good day, so it meant to finish. Okay. We're not going to put another one now. It's a bit darker here. It's fine. Okay. Here we go. Something similar again, eh? And that's when your little book falls down onto your keys, just there. And that's all I've got today. Okay, so it's a nice little improvised blues kind of thing. Nice minor chords, keep it smooth, keep it really nice and easy. To be complicated or simple as you want it to be, you're in charge of your blues. But keep it spooky and keep it minory, okay? And until next time, which I don't know when that's going to be, because you're in charge of what you play, enjoy your blues.